In an earlier episode, I talked about how the missions that most put me through the ringer involve Advent, the Lost, and one of the Chosen. Well, what adds even more fun to that party is when the mission also involves stealing supply crates from Advent, so that no matter how many enemies are around, we pretty much have a constant need to keep pushing forward. And as you may have already guessed, that's what you're about to watch. So, if you felt like things went a little too easy in our last outing, then stick around because they definitely get interesting in this one. Well now, for the Reaper, would I be better off going through here? I don't think so. I think I really need to be on the ground because we need to get these crates. So I'm going to just come up as far as I can. Okay. Let's see. Oh my gosh. This is a huge kind of alley, I guess is the word I'm looking for. And hold on. I'm confused. I saw one of these red. Oh, okay. So to the left is the border. To the right is the entire rest of the map. Are there crates over here? We don't know. We don't know. All right. Well, sorry. I just wanted to scout a little bit. Part of me is tempted to bring him up here, but I tell you what, let's bring Clara down. I do have two, bonded pair of soldiers, so maybe that'll give us a little extra flexibility as we go through this. I don't think I'm going to worry about cover at this moment. It doesn't mean I intend to dash around out of cover for the entire mission. As of the moment, I can't say for sure whether we'll see Advent as well as Lost, let alone the Hunter. However, I would definitely bet money on at least seeing Advent in addition to the Lost. It's really the Hunter that's kind of the wild card here. Okay, so let me bring you forward.
WotC says I am to obey.
Anything?
These mutons seem a little more agile than the ones we fought in the past.
Oh.
It looks like they're still serving as the aliens' front
There's
line.
my Advent. Okay. I'm going to bring her here. And, okay, so we can see more up above, which is cool. I think before I do anything there. So, I mean, I obviously don't want to trigger these guys on the dash. So I think it makes sense to just come up as far as I can.
Moving to designated position.
And we're going to go on Overwatch. Not you. Come on. Honestly, I want to put him up here, but I feel like it's so unlikely to matter. They would have to come all the way outside. And then they're going to be so close that the range on his rifle is going to suck anyway. So I think what I'll do is I'll just bring him here.
On the move.
My Overwatch is going to be garbage anyway. I am not going to trigger the crate here. I'm going to intentionally leave it. Okay. This is not the worst for us. You go fight amongst yourselves. Yeah. I had a feeling him slapping at the Mouton wasn't going to go well.
We're picking up a steady signal from the transponder. Firebrand is en route to make the pickup.
I was not sure that doing that would lead to being revealed, unfortunately. So, these guys are already activated. By the way, weren't there 3 of them? It's a little scary. I don't know that I'm going to use my sword this turn. Why don't I come here? And hopefully this will let me see whoever's in the room. If there is another advent. It just does not look like there is, though. You know, it's so funny. I was sure there was a full pod, but now I'm really second guessing that. I'm not sure that's true at all. So, I need to shred him. Okay, unfortunately, I have to get these 2 out of the way. So what if I, like, brought you here?
Good copy. Moving on target.
You know, what I really like here is this, because I could easily kill the Lost at the same time. Yep.
Got him.
You know what sucks is blowing him up made another swarm come closer. That's a little bit of a bummer, but meh. Okay, why don't I go ahead and do this? Because I'm not in a position where I can just say, oh, I'll leave him alive because then I know the Mouton will attack him. No, I don't know that. And if I can help it, I don't want to leave it alive to then turn around and throw a grenade or, you know, crit one of us with his rifle for lethal damage or who knows what. So if I possibly can, I really want to kill him this turn. Should I just, like, go for it? Because here's my problem. I'd rather do the damage plus shredding, but I only have a 63% chance. That's a really, really big opportunity to miss. And I just think it's too important. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. It's not great. I mean, I don't know what to say. And we have dashers in there. That's not great either, but oh well. So let's do this. I'm willing to take some shots here. Problem is a lot of them have 4 health rather. Want to be going and getting this. I have a 71% chance and I can't really move any closer. Okay. This is kind of scary. I think I'm going to leave that guy alone. I think I'm going to leave all of them alone. Hold on. I mean, how good is his chance to hit going to be any of these guys? Can I use you? Can I please find somebody with 2 health? 74%. Okay, let me do this.
Target's still up.
I don't know that I'm killing this guy this turn. I really don't. I'm starting to doubt it, quite honestly. She can't see him, although I can move, you know, like I could come here and I'll have a flanking shot. Honestly, this is pretty bad. Oh, I have 3. Never mind. Jesus. Idiot.
Not too shabby.
Who can you give an extra action to? Her. What would I do with that? I can't use my sword on him. But I could take a high damage shot. I'm going to do it.
Fear us.
This is a tough one. Like, seriously, yeah, I'm probably dithering too much, but I'm just going to take this shot because if I hit, that's what I was going to say. I have a good chance of getting the crit.
Enemy down.
So I'm really grateful for that. And I'm just going to go for this guy. Okay. It's really good.
My ammunition is nearly depleted.
Does anybody else? Yeah, you have a shot. Let me take this one. Please. That was really clutch.
See that one?
That was really clutch. Okay. Yeah. I can't really fuss. Now, I'm going to get a little greedy here. Because I am going to come here. And then I'm going to take some shots. And next turn, I'm going up. I guess I'm only taking one shot now that I think about it.
Cover me, I'm reloading. Ammunition.
But we're going to grab that next crate. Oh, this is what I was afraid of. So we got the full Monty.
So many choices.
We got it all. Okay, his attacks decrease will for soldiers in sight. Defense increased after the first attack of every turn. That's not great. But he takes increased damage from close range and from Templars. Well, that's not going to help me today, but in general, that's really going to bust him up.
So little time.
His sword attack will really do some damage.
The Elders must have caught wind of our operation. They sent in one of the Chosen. We should try to track that thing down and deal with it before it causes too much trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Firebrand is on deck for recovery. Keep marking those crates, Menace 1-5.
There's an art to what I do.
So, I'm not really interested in taking shots that aren't, pretty much guaranteed for her. That's rough. I'll do this. Okay.
Well, how about that?
And then I'll do that.
You know that was good.
I'll do that. So he'll, clean up a fair bit. Okay. Oh, hold on. Let's do this. I have to admit, I'm still used to thinking of them having the weaker weapons. So being able to do a minimum of 5 is a nice change.
Rock and roll.
I'll do this. Cool. All right, well, I mean, we definitely did some thinning there.
Toss me some ammo.
So I am going to go ahead and come up. And I guess I'll come here because I want to be ready for that next one. I just have to be careful about how far I go.
Me, Reaper. You might have even lived through this.
Good work. The Advent's locator is down and our transponder is active. Firebrand will handle the pickup.
I could get there. The problem is I could get her really messed up too. I'm kind of thinking about moving a lot of us up here. I think we could literally all come.
Copy that.
I'm going to do this. I'm going to be more aggressive, like to the extent I can possibly stomach it. For the simple fact that, what can I say? It's not so much the supplies that I want, but when they say supplies in this context, what they mean is supplies, alloys, and Elerium. I need that. Like, we need this badly so that we can go ahead and get our, next tier of armor. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to just come up a little ways. So you can't make it, but you can. I'm good with that. And if you can make it, then let's block this. I think that's what I want to do. There's a guy over here. I'm not keen on putting him where he can be seen by that thing. What if I put him here?
Roger that.
And then, oh, you're the one who can't go. Oh, damn me. All right, I don't think the guy can get this far. I could be wrong because he has to walk around here. I don't think he can go that many tiles. Oh, brother, I forgot about her. Okay, I'm going to block. Actually, I'm not. I'll come here.
Heading out.
And I'm going to go on Overwatch.
Scanning.
So they are going to get their first crate. I literally can't move any quicker than I have been, so I'm not really going to fuss about that.
Advent just airlifted out their first crate. We're gonna have to move fast if we want to get the rest.
Oh, brother. I was counting on that for the Lost.
Shock got some Advent here.
So that's kind of rough. We're not super well positioned for this, although, I don't know, maybe we are.
Thought you could hide, eh?
I mean, if you want to look at it that way. All right, well, he actually went in a better direction anyway.
Close here.
Okay, so we got one of them. Now, I am doing this no matter what. Can we possibly see... Don't see the next crate. It's down here. Okay. Then I tell you what if I came here? We'll mark it. And then what can you do? I can't shoot at this guy because we have to leave. I'm kind of reluctant to shoot at the other. Let me go ahead and take my free reload.
I'm ready.
Oh, I don't know where the troopers are. Do I just want to stay up here? Kinda. There's the crate. I'm not gonna burn Shadow because I just don't really see any value in it.
Whatever you say.
I'm gonna take this. Okay.
Failed to connect.
You know, that's interesting because I wrecked his cover.
I'm on the
I
move.
can't use the sword. It's so perfect for this, but I can't use it because I could blow her up. Okay. It's going to draw another swarm, but whatever. That actually worked out really well, except that there are 2 of these stupid troopers around.
Let's move already.
So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here. I'm going to go on Overwatch.
Moving to Overwatch.
And I'm kind of going to do the same thing here. I'm just trying to pick my spot. It's fine. I'll come here.
Rolling out.
I'm going to get well away from his tracking shot. So they just marked 2 new crates, including the one I've got my eye on.
I can see further than you think.
We're actually getting closer to him than I want to, honestly.
Time is
Okay.
running out, Commander.
So, I'm sorry, where's the other crate? Oh my god, it's way over there. Well, even if I dash, there's no way I'm going to get my closest soldier there. So I guess the good news is I don't need to worry about it. I mean, that's honestly all I can say. If I bring you down... I'll do it.
Tired of waiting around.
I'm not like super pumped. Okay, at least it's lost and not another pot of Advent. I'm reasonably sure that we've either got all the Advent we're going to, or, and this I think is more likely, there's one more pod. And that's, you know, that's not the end of the world. I'm going to go ahead and mark this. I'm not sure I want to do that. There's nothing to remote start. He can't see anything from where he's at. If I come here, I'll see the trooper. I'll see a number of lost.
No problem,
I
boss.
think that's what I need to do. Okay, that guy has too much health. Too much health, too much health, too much health. Crap. Well, I feel like this is what I need to do. He's the one guy I have got to take out. So at least I did that. Okay. I don't like where he's at. Honestly, I think what I'm going to do is try to not shoot and just pull as far back as I can. So if I do that, that means I have to get the kill with somebody else without putting them at risk. And it's probably got to be her. But can she do it? She can. She absolutely can. There's still another trooper out here. Oh my God, there he is. Okay, well, that definitely means I'm pulling him back. Oh my God.
I can handle that.
Okay. I'm going to try something here. I hope I get this hit. Okay. Okay.
You can't handle me.
Don't worry about them. The elders have plenty more to spare.
No retreat.
I'm moving him back. But I'm going to do it in a minute. Now that I know I don't have to worry about those other guys. See, I can't come this close. That's the problem. God, this is hellish. Okay, I'm not going to worry about it. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to come here.
Closing on target position now.
Unless I have 100%, I know I won't. I'm going to do this. And I'm just going to live with the fact
This is for you.
that we're going to draw more Lost. But now all the Advent are down. And he can come as far as I need to. I'll come here.
Finally.
That should keep him safe. And now, this is tricky as hell. But why don't I just come here?
The legendary XCOM
Didn't think I was gonna get in his range.
continue their valiant struggle against
Should have done this.
overwhelming odds. A minor hiccup.
Should have gone into shadow.
One I must remedy shortly.
That's the Elder's hunter. From what we've heard, he's a relentless tracker with an unnatural ability to call his shots.
Damn
I
me.
generally don't like asking for help, but why turn down the Elder's helping hand?
Okay, we got one trooper. Bunch of crates down here, so that's good. But now I gotta worry about him just going nuts.
She never fails me.
I'm taking fire.
Creating the Lost might be the Elder's biggest mistake yet. Aside from letting you escape, of course, Commander.
I do wish that I hadn't triggered him this turn, but to be fair, that was going to happen in the next turn anyway, I think. Like, this coming turn. So it's a little early. I would have preferred not to do it. Maybe I could have finagled it. But I have to keep pushing forward to get these stupid crates. So it kind of is what it is to a certain extent. Again, I should have gone into shadow, and the extra time would have at least helped me a little.
This is looking bad.
Yeah, that probably won't be the last wound we take, I'm sorry to say.
I've killed everything that ever walked or crawled. You think they'll be any different?
Me. Okay, hold on. There we go. That's the one I wanted.
Target eliminated.
This one's kind of chancy, but I'm going to go for it because he has 7, so it's not guaranteed. Okay.
On reserves.
The good news is I have a very good chance of just taking the other guys.
Negative damage.
Never mind. Well, hold on. That's an obvious one.
Not too shabby.
Okay, not that. Okay, let me do this. Since I have literally no chance to kill this stupid thing with a normal pistol shot. Okay.
You know that was good.
Yeah. Let's do this.
Impressed yet?
There's just so many guys out here. And I don't want to get closer. Honestly, what I need to do is come back here and try to help with these things.
No problem, boss.
So please hit. I mean, I really, really, really need these.
Could use some ammo over here.
Okay, we got there.
You know that was good. Weapons can't engage.
Before I reload, I want to make sure nobody's going to need aid protocol. So what am I doing with her? I mean, I definitely think I want to take this shot. So that's done. And then I should, yeah, I have another lost, or another 100% kill.
I have almost no ammo.
So, I want that too. I'm going to come here. I'm kind of ignoring the hunter, which on one hand is a very, very perilous thing to do. I think, I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm gonna go into shadow and then just come here. And I may not get to stay in shadow for long, but there's nowhere she can go where she'll be truly safe. That's the problem.
Darkness is my domain. I go where I am needed.
Simple autoloader. Okay. I assume I have a much worse chance with this. Well, it's worse. So I will do this. Okay. Okay.
Impressed yet?
This is such a garbage shot. I actually think maybe, possibly, what it makes more sense to do is get behind full cover, since we know he's going to keep firing. And he could pretty easily come and flank me. I will just go ahead and do a quick throwaway here. Well, there you go. I got a couple of damage on him.
You're going to pay for that
Okay. So I am going to go ahead and just reload. And I think that's my turn. I figured that he would spend his turn firing at them. I'm hoping he does, but, you know, that's optimistic. He could clean up a lot of lost if he wanted to. Oh, brother, he didn't get the free action. That's interesting. And I'm not going to lie, I'm quite probably going to use a grenade on the hunter here.
There's anything left of this world when we're done. Maybe I'll just let you wipe yourselves out. It's the one thing your kind excel at.
Okay, I have to kill these things. I have to kill them. Okay. I only have one. I only have one round.
Confirmed.
That's so bad.
Ammo out.
Can you kill this guy?
Bubba.
Can't even see him. I can't. Yeah, I can't get to him with my sword. But I might be able to do something else. I don't think so, though. What I'm honestly trying to figure out here is if I have any chance at all of just killing him this turn. It seems, you know, extremely unlikely. Oh my god. The Grenadiers on Lost missions are starting to build a tradition that I'm not fond of. Can I just say that? I'm not going to be able to do what I wanted to do this turn. This is maddening. I'm just not going to do it. Can he see me from there? I don't think so. I'll come here.
Whatever you say.
I already have somebody who would be flanked by him, so. Alright, at least I got that one.
You see that one?
And I will go ahead and take this shot. Because I have to start moving in this direction again.
Toss me some ammo.
Yeah, I think what I'll do, I'm going to hope I hit this, and then I'm going to reload.
Too shabby.
And
Negative ammo. I'm
there you go. Don't think I have a choice but to reload her.
Reloaded.
And I'm thinking I'm going to just move up here.
Orders confirmed.
I have to
On the
stay behind full cover. I mean, there's just too much going on out here. I think what I'm going to do, I'm not going to pick that up right now. Is this thing a, it's a brute. Okay. What can I remote start? I can't imagine it's anything that would actually help me. Yeah, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to come up here. I'm going to leave the crate alone for a minute. Such pitiful damage.
We
can no longer hide.
Wait, what? I literally didn't do anything. I literally took no action, and she was not concealed. What the hell is that? Wow. Well, I mean, okay. Wow, that is just sucky.
I'll need at least one more shot.
Do know how to shoot. What should we try this time?
I literally did nothing. I took no action, and she gets revealed. So now she's behind half cover, and he could easily wreck her.
Not exactly subtle.
Yep, she's dazed. Oh, okay. I understand now. There was a lost next to her, and I don't know if I just had tunnel vision and I didn't see it, or if there was some kind of visual bug and it was not displayed.
I don't like being shot. Hurt.
That looked like it hurt. You better step up your game, Commander.
But,
Every shot counts.
yeah, that wasn't good.
You should have pulled your people out when you had the chance.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what I'm doing here now. I'm going to come here,
Moving to designated position.
and I am going to try to clean some of these up,
Good riddance.
because oh my, could there be any more lost on this map? I mean, I don't think so.
Hostile neutralized. Running dry.
Okay, before I do any more, let me come here.
Let's do this.
To Dasher. I'm going to trust the other guy. I need to get some damage in on this freaking hunter.
I'll chalk that up to beginner's luck.
I'm in trouble here.
I can handle that.
Because I don't know.
Well, how about that?
This thing has 5 health. I literally cannot kill it. So basically what I have to do is come over here. Wow.
I'm going.
I have to revive her or the stupid hunter is going to extract the knowledge.
Don't move. You'll be all right.
Something is wrong here.
And then she could easily die. Which ain't great.
Seems doable.
The shame is this should have been a turn where I could really get after the hunter.
How about that?
And there's so many lost around, I kind of can't.
Did you see?
Although I am going to go ahead and take this shot. Actually, maybe I won't. What am I thinking? What an idiot.
Healer mode.
Yeah, we're going to do that. Okay. So I'm doing this. Effective.
Guess I better be more careful.
Damn it. I can't get away from this thing, so realistically, all I can do is just try to make her effective next turn.
Let's get this done.
But we're definitely taking some wounds this time.
I could use a new perspective. All reliable.
Hopefully he'll waste his turn on the Lost. It is a target-rich environment. Oh my god.
Fire here!
She's going to be in the hospital for about a year.
Commander, I was hoping I'd at least get a laugh.
I knew she was going to take damage. It was kind of the price I paid to get at the hunter. And there he is. Okay. Okay. Not that one. That's risky. That's not risky. So let's do it.
You see that one?
I saw it. I can't. God. I am in hell. Okay. I'm going to come up.
Problem, boss.
I'm probably going to have to use those shots. But, I can't get to him. Can I come here?
Tired of waiting.
This is just like an extremely dangerous thing that I'm going to do. If the game will let me, are you kidding me? Can I actually not use a grenade here, even though it seems very clear that I should be able to use a grenade here? Really? Wow. Oh my God. Well, I'm going to take a 60% shot.
Shot wide. Weapons empty. Can't engage.
Yeah. Okay, well, I don't have a lot of choice here. I have to try and clear a path for these two.
No, that was good. Running dry.
So this, if I take this shot, I cannot shoot at him. I have to try.
I'll get him next time.
Maybe you're not meant for the field.
I mean, it is a possibility. That's all I'm saying. She's on her first action. Okay.
No problem,
Come
boss.
here. It kills me. I have to try. Yeah. So she's still disoriented. That's good. I hope she lives long enough to enjoy it. Okay. I'm going to just try and clean these out.
Kill confirmed.
This is,
I'm out of firepower. Ready to rock.
I guess it's about what I expected for this mission because it's always very grueling when you have all these different groups, you know, and having to deal with a chosen is no easy task.
Target disabled.
In one sense, I'm lucky that the Lost are here because he has definitely spent whole turns on them.
Hostiles pacified. Burning through ammo fast.
So, I think what I'm going to do... I'm just going to try to finish him. I'm one short.
That won't do it.
You were born for this.
One short.
Now get out there and fight.
The repositioning on
He
us.
could do real damage here.
This is my specialty.
I think he hit a Lost.
These things don't
He did.
form much of a
I'm
challenge.
grateful.
At least your people put up a fight, Commander. The Elders have never offered up an entire planet as a bounty before. You must really be something special, Commander.
Okay. I'm hoping that the ordeal is nearly over. Sadly, I still can't target this. But, you know what I can do?
Here I come.
I can come up here. I'm going to end this now. And I know exactly how I'm doing it.
Fire in the hole.
No missing allowed on grenades. And so that's him done. That's right. It always hangs when you kill a chosen for whatever reason.
I guess I underestimated you, Commander. And here I thought the Elders were just exaggerating.
Excellent work, Commander. We may not have put them down for good, but at the very least, we've held off the Chosen for another day.
Okay. I'm going to take this shot. And I believe when we kill this trooper, the mission ends. And so my goal here is, I guess, pretty straightforward. Let me go ahead and reload.
Roll.
I'm going to take whatever kills I can get. That's not what I wanted. Actually, hold on. No, you got promoted. So let's do this.
Well, how about that?
Okay. You have to reload, so I can't really
Oh, yeah.
do anything with you, but you can come do this. And even though we took some wounds doing it, I believe we got 10 of the 11 crates. I'm going to get my second batch of loot. Okay, I mean, I wish it was more than a... Oh, it's not done. Okay. Well, that's kind of a bummer. I'm not going to lie. Okay, I'll come here. I don't see anybody. Alright, well then, I mean, I may as well just pop this. You know, I theorized earlier that there was probably one more pod of Advent somewhere, and then I kind of forgot about that. Well, maybe the game didn't forget. I think, yeah, I'll go on Overwatch.
On Overwatch.
So, alright, there goes one crate. We see another one over here. So much for me thinking we were just going to get the rest. Obviously, I want to grab as many as I can. Okay. Let's... There it is. Is there anybody... Bueller... Can you come over? Yes. Okay. So that's one, but I mean, there's supposed to be 3 more. Can we see it somewhere? There's one. Okay, so maybe coming back in this general direction makes a lot of sense. So I tell you what, I'll just, well, before I dash, because I could open up a pod, which would really suck. Okay. I'm going to bring him over.
Copy that.
I mean, if there's anything else over that way, I don't know where it is, so... Let me just look one more time. I would, you know, definitely like to grab literally all of it that we can. I'm damned if I know where that other one is, boy. Okay. Yeah, I only see 2. Well, I am going to reload. I'm not on a suicide mission here. And I think I'm going to try and move mostly in a line here. I'm going to reload you too. So yeah, you know, he did not distinguish himself particularly against the Lost.
Let's move already.
That was a misclick right there. So that's on me. But I will say, I think one reason that you end up feeling like you miss too many shots in these Lost missions is that you take so many shots. And so, if you take like 86% chances, for example, you're probably going to miss a couple. But every time you miss one, it feels so bad. It just does. Okay. They marked one. So it's upstairs. There is 0 chance I can get to that. So let's not worry about it. Oh my God. Okay, there we go. So I will move forward. And then I will move forward. And I will mark them. And then I'm done. I mean, there's nothing else to do.
Overwatch.
I'll tell you what else I will do, just for the sake. I will heal her
Go, help
for
him
no
out.
particular reason. And then, I mean, I guess I could do this, you know, I mean, why not?
Let's do this.
It's a kill. It's a little scary that I only have 89%. I feel like if anyone was capable of blowing it, it was him. But we got there. And he got his promotion to sergeant. 57 out of 57. We did take 2 wounds. All right. Well, I definitely think that I took at least a little bit more damage than I needed to.
Even now.
I'm not positive there was a path out of there with a flawless mission,
Destroy all we have built. To return
but there's no
to the
question
chaos of the
the turn I move forward with my Reaper
together.
without having Shadow up
Unite
and triggering the Hunter,
love for us,
that
we
definitely
shall
pushed us
prevail.
into a kind of crisis before we needed to be in one. So that's something that I would definitely do differently, you know. That was not optimal, to put it mildly.
This just goes to show that the Chosen are vulnerable and we can take them down. We just have to figure out how to keep them down.
So this is obviously pretty terrible, but part of what's going on here too, so, you know, not that this would take her out for 41 days. I can always take her to the Templars and, you know, speed this up. But he does reduce soldiers' will, and that's why you see them all are so tired. It was a long mission, but it wasn't that long. Let's go ahead and grab Shadow Step for her. Suppression. There are so many good ones later that it just breaks my heart to have one level kind of wasted on something that I virtually never use. Okay. This is definitely something I wouldn't mind. Virtually everything she gets is good. Kills with the... Okay. I want this for sure. And I'm going to take this too. All right. It's going to be a while before I see her again, doggone it. So we get 63 alloys and 29 crystals. Hopefully that'll do. Get the mutons. All right. I know that was a long mission. Whew. Not now, man. Okay.
The cooperation of these extremists will do little to unite the forces of your resistance, Commander.
Where am I? Where's the Avenger right now? Literally do not know. I must be somewhere over here. Yeah, there it is, thankfully. Okay. So where are the Templars? Oh, no wonder I didn't see them. I'm going to go ahead and come here.
Plotting new course.
I'm not going to stay here for 20 days to heal her, but what I would like to do is at least get our Templar back and give her a start.
This will prove to be an important step forward.
I guess I can't really stay for very long. Okay, cool. We must begin. Okay, well, this I'll do
Though I
for
was
sure.
never witness sectoid's rapid physical evolution over the past
Okay,
20
okay.
years is a testament to both the aliens' mastery of genetic engineering and their pursuit of advancement, regardless of the risks.
I need both of these really badly. Yeah, I would like this. I'm not going to lie. They had one a while ago for the workshop. Or actually, I think that was in a covert mission. But I'm just not going to do it. I want the Gauss weapons. We need to finish upgrading. And then I'm going to push into plated armor. So let's go.
Science is eager to begin, Commander.
Okay.
We can now construct radio relays in any
I
region
know.
where we've made contact with the local resistance.
I'm aware of what the research
We want
meant.
to set back the aliens' work on the Avatar project. We should hit one of their facilities
no
as
kidding.
soon as possible. Commander,
Damn.
aliens continue to make progress
All
on the
right.
Avatar
I don't have the
project.
luxury of staying. So there's a couple things we can do. Number one, I have this mission in my pocket and we're going to knock some progress off that way. And I may just need to do that now. But also, I can go ahead and build a radio tower here. And that'll open up this site and we'll take 2 pips off just for that. So let's go ahead and do this.
Course for the Western European Ward.
And I'm going to need some rest no matter what. Before, like, you know, I send these particular soldiers out again. Okay, good.
Priority message coming through, Commander. Putting it on screen now.
Leading the resistance is a daunting task, Commander. But your efforts so far have left many wondering if we have made the right approach.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to do better.
Sure.
The elders have blessed me.
Wow. Can summon priests. I'm so afraid. And he can summon savage allies. That's actually useful.
I was good before, but this is something else entirely. I'm on a whole other level.
You should only hope that I find you before the others do.
Eee, that's not good. Okay. Okay, so the good news, it's not amazing news, but it is good, is I can do one of these. If discovered on the XCOM turn, that's really interesting. So here's the thing. Long term, I take this, but I don't have anybody with hacking yet. So it's not really worthwhile. It will be later. This would be good because it's just more cash. But this is really interesting. So if we accidentally trigger a pod, they only get to act once, not twice. I do kind of dig that. But you know what? I'm going to kind of count on... I've really been trying to improve on not triggering pods, and for the most part that's worked. I'm going to take this for now. But I definitely want to try to get... Well, I really like a lot of these, honestly. I would love to equip these, but one thing at a time.
We obey.
I'm going to leave it for the moment.
The Elder's vision will be complete, and the Avatar will rise to
I'm not sure that's smart, actually.
awaited prophecy.
Okay. Judy Watkins, scientist, and 74 intel. So that's fine. We get to go to a city and have a normal mission again. I don't get that many of them in War of the Chosen. So cool. Let's go ahead and get an idea of who we want to bring.
Eastern United States.
By the way, and I am aware that I'm at my max here. So you might think, oh, well, then you can't open up that one territory. Well, sure I can, because of the fact that I can always just station an engineer in our comms building, and we'll be fine. All right, I want to give you some more rest. So you go ahead and have a seat. Riggs will take this one. Think I'm pretty good. But you know what? We have a lot of guys that have basically not come. So it's not like I want to bring all, you know, new kids, but like, let's bring Russo. Let's see. He's a sergeant. I think bringing 2 sergeants is reasonable. And I don't think I've used McCormick in a long time. Let's bring the Templar. So there you go. Kind of a nice mix. Couple corporals, couple sergeants, and we got the squatty. And this is also mostly a pretty mobile group with the exception of the sharpshooter. And even he, I mean, to the extent he's been promoted, I'm kind of grooming him more for the gunslinger mode than sharpshooter, sniper. So, all right. Well, when we come back, we will go ahead and extract the VIP. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. I hope we see you next time.